This is a really cool product by SureFire. It's the SureFire 2211 Luminox WristLight. And so it's a watch. It's a Luminox watch timepiece, and it has Luminox gas inside, tritium gas that will glow in the dark so you can read the watch at night, but it's a flashlight on the watch. And it's called a 2211. I've had this actually for a few years. I got it when it first came out. And it's a rechargeable flashlight watch, so you can recharge it by micro USB right there. And it's got a very nice, comfortable rubber strap. And a couple features about it. It's meant, obviously for hands-free lighting. It provides 300 lumens on high output, and it'll provide 60 lumens on medium, 15 lumens on low. High output's going to run you for a full hour before it has to be recharged. Medium of 60 lumens will run 4 hours, and 15 lumens on low will run you 13 hours. The watch battery is separate, so that'll always tick. It does have a fuel gauge on the light, so if I turn it on here, you'll see that green light. That shows you that the battery is fully charged. If it had a yellow light, it would mean it's getting there, and then a red light would be time to recharge it. So that's a really cool feature. You can always tell when you have to plug the watch in to charge. But you do get a full hour of 300 lumens out of this flashlight, which is unbelievably bright on a watch. And it's always instantly accessible, right on your hand. So you don't need to, have a hand tied up holding a flashlight. And it's rechargeable, so it'll never cost you anything in batteries. And so it's very convenient, hands-free for a wide range of applications, from close-up work to law enforcement, EMTs, and medical personnel. It permits the use of two hands, when they need a flashlight to see in the dark, to work on something. It does have two switches, one on this side and one on that side. So you can press either switch to instantly activate the 300 lumens maximum beam on high. You can set it up to activate on low first, but I don't see a reason why you would want to program it that way, because you can just press both buttons at the same time on this side and this side, and then that'll automatically activate the low 5 lumens first. So basically, all you have to do to activate it is you just press once for high, and then if you want to press low first, then you just press both of the buttons at the same time, and then it'll activate the low first. And then to cycle through high, medium, low, you just press and hold it in, and it'll go high, medium, low, and then you can just stop at whatever cycle you want. And what the light is actually designed for law enforcement is for using a handgun to do building searches, etc., things like that, where you couldn't hold a flashlight in your other hand, because the way the flashlight beam is angled, it's automatically aligns with your pistol grip using a two-handed standard pistol grip. So when you're on target, the light's on target, and you don't have to worry about buying separate holsters for your handgun to fit, in holsters, because the handgun has a light on it, or some police departments don't allow you to have a weapon light on your pistol. This solves all those problems about guns fitting into the holsters with weapon lights, or about policies how you can't have a weapon light on a gun, where this is always ready for anything that you need a flashlight, that's hands-free. So it's really cool. No, it is very expensive. It's about $584. You can get it on Optics Planet. You can get it on lapolicegear.com, flashlightdealer.com. Optics Planet's probably your best bet. They also sell this in a option without the watch, and that's $206. But you want to make sure you get the one that is 300 lumens, because the one without the watch, they sell it in I think it's only 180 lumens, because when it first came out, it was only 180 lumens without the watch. So you want to make sure you get the one that's $206. That is the 300 lumens. But if you want it with the watch, that's $584. But the light in the watch is pretty much warranted for life. I mean, even if the watch battery dies, they should replace it for free. So, you know, shouldn't cost you anything once you buy it, and you'll find it very useful. You can also, for only $152, SureFire makes this watch without the watch. It's a WristLight, but instead of being rechargeable, it runs on one 3-volt lithium battery. And the output's about the same, you know, 300 lumens, high, medium, low, but it's just without the watch and it's not rechargeable. But this is really nice how it's rechargeable, and the fuel gauge is really nice. And while it's charging, the fuel gauge also works as charging indicator. So when you plug it into the charger, if it's red, it's charging, then yellow, you know, it's still charging, and then when it's a green light, it's fully charged. So that battery fuel gauge works both ways. So now, what you all have been waiting for, let's see what it does. First, I don't know if you can see, but the watch does glow in the dark. And you can see, I don't think my camera's picking it up, but you can see the hands glow in the dark. Yeah, it's not really showing. Okay, so there's the watch. It's extremely bright. Look at that beam, 300 lumen beam. And it'll really, really light up a whole room or area. You could do building searches with it. But the way the watch is, it's meant when you form a two-handed pistol grip for that light to be right there on target. And it's a very wide beam. So wherever your pistol goes, that light's going to be right there on target. You can see it's very bright. And there's the fuel gauge, the green light. And then if I want to, let me see here. Then all I do is press this button. No, if I press both switches at the same time, that's going to activate the low mode first. And the low mode is only 5 lumens. So there's the high. Low, that's high, that's the high. Now if I press both buttons at the same time, that'll be low power. Hold it in, there's the high, medium, high. That's the medium output right there. But on high, this flashlight is extremely bright. It'll light up a whole room on a wrist light. And also, another thing that you can do is on the watch, you can also wear the watch upside down if you needed to direct the light, you know, more towards the ground. So if you just wanted to have your hands down, maybe you're just giving the dog a walk, things like that, you could have the light facing down. So I just move the watch so it's upside down, and that gives you the light, you know, shaped a little differently if hands free lighting pointed down. So it's a very cool product. I think SureFire is one of the only people out there that has a product like this. So I really recommend that you check it out. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free to comment on it. So that's the SureFire 2211 Luminox WristLight. And I've had it for a few years, and since this model came out, it's been 300 lumens right since day one. So very, very cool. So yeah, definitely check it out.